directly to three of our best franchisees. So please take this chance. I know all the people it's here considering to invest in Jeff. So I think it's the best opportunity to have all your doubts clear now. And who is better than one of our franchisees? So please, if you can tell us in the chat, if you're via Zoom, you can put us what's your name, which country you are connecting, and if you have already an advisor from Jeff, who is taking care of your account to see what we can do, and or maybe we have a discussion after personal advising. So please put in the chat via Zoom, but also via YouTube, and you can put your name, which country you are from, or which country you are interested to invest, and who is your advisor. So we will keep 5 minutes here to let people enter in and start chatting with us. Let me tell you, we are going to have a voting system in Zoom. Zoom is a little bit more interactive, so we can vote which one are the best questions the audience have. And with this, we can ask directly to the franchisees, myself, or one of the advisors. And also for the people in YouTube, even if we cannot vote there, what we can do is taking the best questions of YouTube and also solving those. So please feel free to leave us your name, your country, who's taking care of your account, and with this we can solve the questions. Let's wait 5 minutes. Well, let me check the chat. Let me check the chat, and we have Charles Green for Nairobi. Thank you, Charles, for being here. We have Marcio Basoli. It's for South Africa, not advisor. Don't worry, sir. We will have any advisor coming and connecting with you very, very soon. Don't worry for that. We have John Garner from Vietnam. Thank you, sir, for being here. Mr. Johan from Jakarta, and it's taking care of Chitra. Perfect, perfect. Thank you for being here. Layal is also the advisor from Mr. Charles. And also we have Miss Nolana Mapikela from the Philippines and South Africa, sorry, in South Africa. And Carlo, also Carlo here. So thank you all for being here. Gabriel Camara. So it's amazing you're all here. So now I think please leave us your questions, and we will start taking care. You can vote for the questions you want to hear, and this is going to be amazing for us. So, well, let's start a little bit, and let's see the agenda. Could you pass the next slide, please? Okay, so a little bit of the agenda. We will have a very simple way to work. We will have a little introduction about Jeff. The majority of you know it, but for those who are new, let's introduce a little bit what is Jeff. Then we have the big event, the roundtable discussion, and our franchisees. We have three guests here, three guests from Southeast Asia. They will give us a live hub tour. So this will give us the chance to see a real hub how it's working, and the tour will be introduced by the owner. So this is going to be very, very cool for all of us to see. And finally, we will have the Q&A session. So the next slide, please. What we are thinking is having 15 minutes, roughly 15 minutes. I will try to introduce the partners after the introduction of Jeff. We will have also the live tour around 15 minutes. Every one of them is going to show us the store. And finally, the 40 minutes around the roundtable discussion. So you can ask all your questions, can be solved directly for the franchisees or directly to us. So please give us all the information you want to know, all the questions you may have. And with this, we happily are going to solve it. So please, okay, perfect. We're in the next slide. So let's get started. Again, welcome every one of you to be here. Let me introduce you. My name is Julio Suero. I'm leading the expansion for all the Asia market. We have also guests from Africa, from Middle East, from Western Europe. So in this part, even if the three of our guests are from Southeast Asia, it's a franchise model. So we're trying to have the same experience, the same structure in every single hub we have. So this will give us the chance to see how your franchise could be looking in the future. And please, with this amazing guest we have, let's take care of solving all the questions you have. Well, in this part, let me start introduce you what is Jeff, what we're considering Jeff. Jeff is a platform for well-being services. When we start, we are starting solving or with the goal of solving all the problems people have in the daily lives. So what we do is combine the online world with the offline world. Being a startup means we are targeting always the technology, or this is our main structure, but we understand there's a problem. Not all the possible customers have the interaction with the internet, or they don't like it, or they like the business in a more traditional way. So we saw the opportunity to have the interaction between the offline and the online world, and this gives us a greater chances to succeed. You as a franchisee, but also us as a franchisor. So with these kind of things, what we are aiming is to have more chances to succeed, more opportunities to have the attention for all the audiences. And with this is what Jeff want to create a different franchise model. So we will make the life easier just a few clicks away. So people can order by the app, order by the web, or order directly in your stores. And this will give the clients more variables to receive the services they want. So Elena, if you could change to the next slide, please. So what we're offering is daily services in a refreshing and efficient way. If you see, we have four lines of businesses. Everyone wants to promote the good life. This is the main campaign from Jeff. We want to have the good life, that it's having all the things you need in just one application. For example, we have Mr. Jeff, that is the laundry services. We have presence in over 40 countries now, and we do the laundry home delivered. So you don't have to carry all your bags. You don't have to go to the store if you don't want to. You just click by the app and receive. But what happens if you want to go or it's nearby your house? You can also visit the store. Then we start developing three new lines of businesses. That is Beauty Jeff. It's beauty centers that is always close to you, are affordable, and no waiting times. Because who wants to start waiting in a hairdressing salon? Really no one. So what you can do is take an order, take a ticket, and with this you can go to the store directly when the store is ready to attend you. So this is a different approach what we're having. Then we have the Fit Jeff, and with this we increase the recurrency because we are offering in just one single subscription, unlimited classes. So this is important because people want to go, especially after the COVID scenario, when we are able to go and visit again our hubs. You want to go to make exercise. We are offering yoga, Pilates, functional, HIIT training. So this kind of exercise that it's better for us, we can do it between 20 minutes and 1 hour, and we can always visit the stores the times we want it, because we don't have any restriction in this part. And the last part we offer is Relax Jeff. What's happening with the massages right now? Of course, in Asia, it's a big market for massages, but all take a little bit more of time. You have to take your clothes and you have to visit the center, but maybe you visit once, twice per month. But in here, what we are offering, it's having a brief massage focusing on a specific target, that it's the relaxation. You can have a 20-minute massage, a 30-minute massage, so it can be near to your office, near to your house, and you can use it more frequently. So all the four line of businesses, it's focusing on different targets, of course, different targets, but the same client could maybe receive the 4 services with Jeff, sorry. So with this is how we are trying to change the way we work. So what a little bit about our history. This is important. We start almost 4 years ago, almost 5 for now. We are just 1 month away. And we start with Mr. Jeff. The company previously called Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff was the laundry services. The 3 of our franchisees have a Mr. Jeff. So you will know the biggest business we have currently, because it's the one who have more time. And we start changing the way the franchise of laundry receive the attention to the franchisee, to the client, to the final client, but also to how you perceive the laundry services. So after we start developing the franchise model in 2017, we start growing. We grow to over 40 countries. By 2018, we reached over 1,000, and currently we have presence in more than 40 countries. We are targeting to have 9 specialties, 9 line of businesses, and currently we're a global platform. We will see in the next slide, please, Elena. Okay, perfect. Well, now you can see the map. We have conquered Latin America. We are starting in Europe with several countries. In Africa, especially in Egypt, Morocco, Tanzania, Kenya, and South Africa. And well, my line of work is Southeast Asia. We have presence in 9 countries. We have the Philippines, we have Vietnam, we have Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong. So we have 9 countries, and globally over 40 countries. We have sold over 2,000 franchises, and we have over 2 million users. So what is the goal of having this kind of international presence? Wherever you go in the world, maybe you can find a Jeff store, and you can receive the same services. So imagine I travel from Spain to the Philippines, I can receive my laundry services, I can pay for that service, and I know how much I will pay in advance and how well is going to be the service. So this gives us the chance, if you want to invest in a franchise like Jeff, to have a multi-country presence. And with this, you have the trust to enter to these markets. If you can switch to the other, please. Well, the unique proposal we have, it's a business in a box. What we do is for those who are the first entry to the franchise world, the first trying to start a business. Now with this COVID scenario, I think we all are searching for new opportunities to invest, but also the investors who are experienced, they want a franchise. Why? Because you will have all the solutions in one package. We can offer the technology, we can offer the know-how, and the brand awareness. So with this, owning a business, it's never been so easy like could be with us, because we are going to provide all the tools, and well, of course, being a startup means we're always learning. We're always trying to hear from franchisees what we can improve, and we're trying day by day to improve it. But in essence, what you will receive is a business all for you to just enter in and start running in 2-3 months. Usually it's what it takes, depending on the country. But this will give you the chance to start a unique business model. Okay. So to finalize this little introduction, what we do is a technological solution. We are going to offer to the client the online world as the Jeff website, the Jeff application. We are going to provide all the marketing, the digital marketing to help to bring clients. But of course, we have the offline presence. In some countries, the offline presence is so important, especially at the beginning. When you are opening your stores, you need to work with your neighbors, with the locals around you. So these kind of things, as I mentioned, mix and match the offline with the online. And what happened in the terms of the franchisee? The franchisee will receive the Jeff Suite, that is the platform we use to administrate everything in the stores, the clients, the orders, what needs to be done, what needs to be delivered. In the delivery part, we offer also an application. This application called Jeff Drivers will see you will see the route, you will sign the orders, you will see how if it's paid or not. You have all the communication with your client, and of course the application, that it's the final client could use the application to pay and to receive the services. So in all, you will have a package, and this will be reducing a little bit of the cost. You can increase your profits because you can have now two ways to get clients, offline and online. So with this, what we want to do is to try to improve always and try to bring fresh to each of the line of businesses we have. So for me, it's the key point of the presentation. Please, if you have any doubt, if you are in YouTube or if you are in Zoom, you can leave the questions and we will try to solve it. Again, please put it in the chat box. But now it's the most appealing part, because we are going to introduce our franchisees, our partners, who are three of the best ones we have in the franchise. So I'm glad to introduce to Mr. Dante Reyes for Alaban Hill. So welcome, Mr. Dante. I have also the pleasure to introduce Miss Fung Tao. Xin Chao, thank you for being here, Miss Fung Tao, and Miss Fari Fauriza for Bintaro in Jakarta. Apa kabar, Mr. Fari? Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have you and to give us the time to explain to the clients what is your history with us, what are your goals, and a few questions we are going to throw during the webinar. Could you pass to the next one, Elena? So let me change the mic. Let me give the mic to each one of the advisors who bring these great profiles to the company. I first going to ask Mr. Federico Lukman for the Philippines to introduce us Mr. Dante.
Hi, Julio. Thank you very much. So first of all, I would like to welcome everyone to this webinar that we are currently doing, and most especially to our partners. So it's my pleasure to introduce one of our first franchisees in the Philippines and in Asia as well, Mr. Dante Reyes. So Dante acquired the franchise from us last April of 2019, and he opened his hub in Alabang Hills last end of August 2019. So roughly around 3 months of acquiring the business, he already has an operational Mr. Jeff Laundry Shop. And up to today, he has been one of our top 5 operating hubs, not only in the Philippines, but globally as well. So, and he has achieved an average revenue monthly growth of more than 20% in a span of 8 months. That's considering that we have this pandemic also. So it definitely is about the mindset and how you really work around with your business. And of course, Dante has been with us and has been an advocate of the brand. And personally, I treat him as a friend already, because not only we are talking about Mr. Jeff, but also we are talking about personal life already. So I'm very happy with the relationship that I personally have with Dante. And it goes to show that if you have a good relationship with your clients, it's hand in hand work that everything will be positive. So just to give you a few highlights as well, uh, right now, I think more than 37 active subscribers already. And around 81% of those online orders are coming from online. It's not offline. With an average rating of 4.7 out of 5, that specific hub. And a few things that I want to commend also Dante is not only is he growing in terms of the orders per se, but also in terms of the income as a whole. So that makes a big difference, of course. So doing extra mile makes a very big difference. So I'm sure Dante will talk about more and wants to share his let's say tips and tricks on how to really evolve with the business, not only with the Philippine market but of course globally. Dante, you want to say hi? You want to welcome everyone?
Yeah, hi. I'm glad to be here, and thank you for inviting me to this
Thank,
webinar.
thank you, sir, for being here. Uh, we will come back to you for more questions for sure. And the next slide, please. Now I have the pleasure to introduce Miss Emily Lu. She's taking care of the account of Miss Fung Tao, our franchisee in Ho Chi Minh. So please, Emily, if you could turn on your mic and camera, will be great.
Thank you, Julio. Hi, everyone. I'm Emily, an expansion advisor for Vietnamese market, and nice to connect with you on. Today, I would like to introduce you one of our best performance franchisee partner in Vietnam, Miss Thảo. Well, regarding her background, Miss Thảo is an audit officer working in a bank. She has a master's degree in finance, but no experience in the laundry industry before. And this is her first investment with a franchise model. I met her in November in Ho Chi Minh, where she shared with me that she wanted to run her own business, and that's why how she came to find chef. Personally, she's an active woman and willing to learn new things and discover business opportunities. And that's why now she's the owner of a franchise, Meet the Chef Hub in Ho Chi Minh City. The name of the hub is Tạo Quan Bủ in District 8. Well, she opened her hub in 5th May, 7 weeks till now, just right after the lockdown in Vietnam due to the coronavirus. In spite of facing the challenges of the global crisis of coronavirus, but her hub's performance is still growing well and follow the business model with 89 orders in the first month. And she achieved a GMV gross merchandise value of 130% compared to the financial model. And this number is expected to multiple by 2 in the second month. The number of the interactive subscription also double comparison in what we expected from the business model. With some highlights from her performance that Miss Thảo achieved an average revenue weekly growth of 49% since launch and 30% weekly growth in subscription. Regarding the customer service, her house has a 5-star rating and receive many positive comments from consumers. That's a good point. Congratulations, Miss Thảo. Miss Thảo, can you say hi to everyone, please? You can unmute and just say hi to everyone.
Hello, everybody. My name is Thảo. I'm from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Ms. Tao, for being here with us. We will come back to you. Well, and now, finally, but not less important for sure, we have Mr. Farid. and he will be introduced by Mr. sorry, by Mr. Fritz Fol. He is our advisor and leading the country in Indonesia. Mr. Farid is located in Jakarta. So Fritz, please introduce to Mr. Farid.
Thank you, Julio. Selamat siang, selamat sore, apa kabar untuk yang di Indonesia? Good afternoon for everyone who's joining, or good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Glad to be here with everyone else. My name is Fritz, as the advisor, and been working closely with Mr. Fahri since the beginning. I remember last year when I visited Indonesia, we had the exhibition fair in Jakarta. He visited and we started to talk and discuss this opportunity of opening the Mr. Jeff. And then back on the 15th of April, just write what you have seen in the slide, that before the quarantine was actually imposed, Mr. Fahri finally opened his Mr. Jeff store. And luckily, we were also supported by the government. So it's a good point to know that laundry sector, or especially in Indonesia in general, it's still supported to be open as normal, run as normal, especially supported with the technology that we have, the delivery system that we have, and so on. So it shows that a good result. Doesn't matter. Despite the situation at that moment, with all the hard work from Mr. Fahri and the team, as you can see, the compound monthly rate is 50%, and the orders numbers is already exceeded what we expected in the beginning, and it's growing month by month. We see a positive increasing from Mr. Fahri, which is in Bintaro, in Greater Jakarta area. So very glad to be here, and very glad to introduce Mr. Fahri to everyone. So Mr. Fahri, you may say hi to the worldwide audience now. Maybe you can unmute first.
Hi everyone, apa kabar semuanya? My name is Fahri Foriza. I'm from Indonesia. It's so nice to meet you all in here. So thank you for Julio and all team to invite me in this webinar.
No, thank you. Thank you for being here, Mr. Fahri. We are going to start the roundtable discussion. In this part, the dynamic will be, we have a couple of questions prepared for asking each one of them, but for trying to make it in a more shorter time, I will try to ask directly to one of you, and if any of the other two participants wants to intervene with the same question, you can unmute yourself and tell us the question. So I will want to start with Mr. Tao and asking her, how does it feel to launch your own store and be your own boss? Because, well, the briefing of Emily, it was very interesting. Like, you have an amazing career and profile in the business world, but maybe not as an owner. So it's what we see in the majority of our franchisee, Ms. Tao. And tell me, what do you feel about this? Like starting your own business, be your own boss. If you can tell us a little bit about this. You are mute, Ms. Tao.
Yeah. So exciting. I'm very excited to open my hub, because this is the first time I do my business by myself, and I want to do anything for me. So that time I know about Mr. Jeff. The business model of Jeff interests me. Yeah, that's the reason I choose. And I have many emotion, so much emotion to run this business. First, I feel so excited to open this hub. And after that, when I open my hub, I feel so confused because so many things I have to do, I have to learn, and I have to focus. So much confused. And after that, because I received so many supports from my partner Sasik, so I came down, and after that I can run my business. Then I feel a little bit disappointed because my revenue is low. No more customer come with me, and so disappointed. Yeah. After that, I talk with my partner Sasik and how I can improve my revenue, how I can get target customer. Then my business successful, and then she helped me, she supported me, and after that I can overcome myself. And so luckily I have my partners. They did with me very well. We are together, and we now from now after 7 weeks from launching, I'm proud of us. I'm proud because my revenue, because the number of my hub is raising, and so yeah, so happy and so proud because, and at that time I feel happy I choose Jeff. Yeah.
Thank you, and it's important to know, like, before you launching was the pandemic, a little bit after, and as you tell now, when you restart, we start increasing the number. So congratulations for the hard work of all your team. I don't know, Mr. Farid, you want to compliment with how you felt about the runner of your own store?
Okay. First of all, for me, I feel flattered to be part of Mr. Jeff. As we know, this laundry industry is in Indonesia will become a great future business along with digital growth in Industry 4.0. So many users using the mobile device for approaching the needs and make a business in social media.
Yeah.
As a business owner, I feel grateful and really enjoy for the competitiveness and feel responsibility to make this big and fight to become one of the best service for laundry in Indonesia.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. We are going to have the next question for Mr. Dante. Mr. Dante, do you have the three of you have an exceptional performance numbers, but in your words, what do you think you are doing well, and what you can tell to the other franchisees who are already running the stores, and also for the people who are going or planning to enter to the franchise world with us or with anyone else? What do you think you are doing well and having this number, Mr. Dante?
Yeah, thank you, Julio. Well, I have three points. First, I have to give credit to my staff. I have a hardworking team whose passion matches mine. Second, I always prepare my hub to win. I put the required things in place aligned to the KPIs that I set for my hub operations. And lastly, as what Pico mentioned a while ago about subscriptions, I work on increasing my subscriber base. I currently have 40 before we started this webinar, and that 40, I have enough subscribers that can cover my rent. So there. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Can we move, Helena, to the next slide? I want to ask Mr. Farid directly first, how you manage to keep your numbers up, and especially after, I think all the businesses around the world have problems during the COVID scenario. I think we saw big enterprise falling apart during these months, and the three of you and a lot of other stores have managed to succeed during this time. And well, you are increasing, of course, every store have different percentages, but you are managing to increase the number. So how you manage this scenario, Mr. Fari, and what is your advice for all of us?
Okay, thank you. For me, I have 2 points. For the first is awareness through online. Regarding from the question number one, as we know, we are in the 4.0 industry where most people using the mobile phone. I'm using the social media as best media to boost the awareness that Mr. Jeff exists now in the middle of the public to answer and to chase the demand. So the second is, for me, is the important is customer satisfaction. We made the customers to believe with our standard quality as they can prove it, and also give them the best service that cannot forget and make them to become a loyal customer.
Okay, thank you. I think this question I need to ask to the three of you, because as every country, you are in different countries, different cities, different conditions, and the three of you manage. So Mr. Tao, I saw, for example, yesterday we have a little quick tour of your store, and I see a lot of orders for teddy bears, for blankets, for different kind of garments. So, Ms. Tao, what is your experience about this COVID scenario, and how you keep, after you restart your business, growing so fast?
Um, um, I because of my specific area, I cannot get my target customer from online platform. So I have to think. So that's the reason I choose one specific service I do best. One I do best, and run online promotion programs, and I take a look around my area, and I consider that most of the Vietnamese people don't like to bring your laundry, go to the laundry shop to wash. They only bring a blanket, pillow, shoes, or teddy bear because they cannot wash them at your home. That's the reason I choose specific to run promotion. First, I want to get them to have experience with me. I want to give them satisfaction. After that I will suggest them other service from my house. And about COVID, because Vietnam is doing very good in controlling virus. So it's luckily for me in the time, and I have to and sometimes I have to show my customer about the ways I protect your laundry with virus corona. As you go, wear mask, and show clip about keep distance to pick up and delivery laundry. Yeah, I try to show them the trust about safe when they want to use my service.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Dante, I saw very unique pictures of your staff disinfecting the laundry bags before enter to your shop. And I think it's fascinating how you take these measurements to prevent diseases in your staff, but also in the people, and also helping you to improve numbers. So if you can tell us a little bit how you manage this COVID-19 scenario and how you do it to keep growing.
Yeah, thank you, Julio. Two things. One, safety. I need to show my customers through social media that their clothes are safe with us. So we need to show them that every day we fog our laundry hub and the reception area. And also for the staff, I provide them with the safety measures, which every day they take their vitamin C. I gave them a 3-month supply of vitamin C, and I require them to wear the proper PPEs. So basically, that's on the safety side. Now, quality service, we have to maintain our quality service from the day we pick up their laundry. So when the driver comes to pick up the laundry, he should be wearing the face mask and even face shield. Yeah. So then to washing and the day that we deliver their fresh clothes at their doorstep. So basically, it has to be communicated. It has to be known to the customers that it is safe to have their clothes washed in a laundromat.
You are doing a protocol of no touch during the delivery and the pickup, right?
Yes. Like when the bags arrive, we put them outside first. So we spray with a disinfectant called Sanosil.
Okay.
So this disinfectant is very popular here in the Philippines. It is being used by the top hospitals. So it's quite expensive, but at least I know that we are safe here, and the clothes as well, of course.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's move to the next question. And in this, I want to ask Mr. Fari, what advice you will give to the entrepreneurs that are thinking in launching their own business? Because I also have the information, like your store is near your house, right, Mr. Fari? So what is your advice for the new entrepreneurs, and why you choose a location near to your home?
Okay, thank you, Julio. Okay, for me, it's two things. For first is location. Choose well and wise because the location will give the entrepreneurs and staff the effectiveness of working time. Also, the location will give the customers the easiest access and where your store exists. The second is service quality. From the result of the product and the service level, time, how to manage and good communicate with customers, easy to contact or fast respond. It is for me.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Dante, for you, like I know you are a businessman, but what you can tell to the new guys, to the new entrepreneurs?
Yeah, actually, I have six points. Okay. One, you need to keep your staff happy and motivated. There's the saying, happy workers are always productive. So, and you must remember that we are the driving force of this organization. So you have to motivate them, incentivize them, remove roadblocks. Two, you have to prepare to win. You need to forecast based on how you want your business to progress. Not just do your operations, sell. You need to have a target. Third, you must have the ample and appropriate number of machines and the right vehicles to accommodate the orders.
Yeah.
And I have been very vocal about this. I'm sorry, but
no, for sure.
Yeah, when Mr. Jeff came here, we were asked we were recommended rather to use motorcycle, but it won't work in my zone because
you
my
decide to go with vans. I saw it looks amazing. 2 vans, no?
Yeah. So we cannot use a motorcycle here. We can as a backup, but we need a 4-wheeler vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, fourth, you must not just chase your break even. You must go for the figures you want to see your hub achieving versus the KPIs, which are vital to the business. And fifth, you must also remember why your business is here. It is here for the customers. We must build that trust, rapport, confidence, and we must render service. And lastly, sustainability. I mentioned earlier, happy workers, excellent service, and profitability. Our hub must be profitable for us to sustain the business.
Of course, of course. Thank you for the words. I saved the next word, the next question for Ms. Tao, because in this 2020, working women are the main force, rising homes, rising all the professional targets. And I think it's super hard because we have seen an increasing work in working women, in business women who wants to invest with us and invest in any other franchise regarding of the projection or the target of the business, because they want to do it. And can you tell us how you manage to lead your hub with all the businesses you have, because you have a great banking experience and professional experience, but what is a day for you to mix and match between your other job and this new project you are launching?
Yeah, I'm work for a bank, so I have to go to work every 5 days a week. So when I decide to run this business, I'm prepared in my mind. I will do all my best. And so luckily I have my partners, and we are on the same, we work on the same way. We think together, we be together, and we separate one person, one work, and we combine together. So, but you know, in the first stage to run this business is so many work, so difficult. So I'm have to focus on my business and focus my job in bank. So very tired, but because I'm feel so excited to run this business. So I'm trying. I close 3 kilos for this business, but I think I do best till now because I use my time. I focus 100% for this business. I think this is the first key. Focus on my work. I have to go to this business after my work time in a bank. Yeah, and I have a reliable partner, a good partner, and first and important things, I have a good staff. My staff is very good person. He can do anything. He can take care customer. He can washing laundry. He can wash cleaning shoes, and so very good staff.
Multitasking staff.
Yeah, I'm very satisfied with him. Yeah, I think this is a lucky thing.
Thank you for your answer, Mr. Farri. How is it for you? How you manage to mix both worlds? Well, the three worlds: the previous work, the new entrepreneur investment, and also your personal life. How is for you, sir?
Okay, thank you. For me, for myself is time management. It's really important. First, for me, is I come early every morning to check all stuff is ready and give them instruction to seek any peak hour and traffic load to finish the job in time.
Yeah.
And the second is employment. As well managed to my employees. I had trained them and gave them trust to motivate the work's performance, but still I have to control make quality check. I do it every day.
Okay, perfect. Let's move to the next question, please. I would like to ask Mr. Dante, sir, looking back, why do you think you choose Jeff to launch this new business in your portfolio? And do you think you're happy with that decision? Could you tell us something about it?
Yeah. Do I look happy?
For me, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the business model of Mr. Jeff is the ideal business system in the modern times. Online ordering, online payment, pickup and delivery service. The Jeff Suite provides real-time data, KPIs that we can use on making smart decisions, and historical orders, transactions, which you can use for continuous improvements of your hub. Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy, generally. But there are inputs that I shared last week with the tech team, and I hope to see this soon in the Jeff Suite.
Okay.
And likewise, as a suggestion, there must be a regular meeting and coordination with the partner success team.
Yeah.
We must all remember that there are aspiring tech companies out there who are aiming to compete with Mr. Jeff. And we must not let our guard down. So we must always be working on our toes. So to answer your question, if I'm happy, yes, I'm very happy. And thank you, Mr. Jeff.
No, thanks to you, Mr. Dante. I would like to ask to the other two opponents here, like Miss Tao, what about you? Why for you it's a simple question. Why you choose? Tell us why you choose Mr. Jeff to have your first entrepreneur adventure, and are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with my choice. Uh, yeah, and as I said, I choose Jeff because I like your vision. I like your lifestyle. I like your model business, and I like the way you bring lifestyle to the customer. I like this. I think Jeff has a good ecosystem. You will have in Vietnam Mr. Jeff, Beauty Jeff, Big Jeff, and Cura Jeff. I think it's so good, and in my opinion, I very like Big Jeff. Yeah, and you know, and uh, I'm. Uh, I'm very excited with the way you bring to a customer change lifestyle, change the familiar habit of Vietnamese, because many Vietnamese don't want to bring their clothes to go out to use service. We I think that we can change this habit, make the life is better. Uh, Help them have more free time to enjoy their life. I'm very excited with because of this, and that's the main reasons I chose Jeff.
You share our vision. This is amazing. Have partners like all of you sharing the vision. Mr. Farri, same question. Are you happy, and why did you choose us?
Okay, why I choose Jeff as business partner because Mr. Jeff has complete business system and support with apps. That's really make me interested. Uh, as we know, in Indonesia, market have a lot active user of smart mobile phone, and segmentation of using laundry is very high demand. So that's why I think everybody need it.
Okay.
And am I happy? I'm very happy as well, as I have a great communication and relationship with Jeff management with you all.
Perfect. Whatever we can do it, we are always trying to help. In these terms, my next question, I think I will start with Miss Tao because she already talked it. But first, Ms. Faris, tell a very important phrase. We are business partners, and we want to see us as a business partner, not franchisor and franchisee. So we need to grow in the three of your countries, for Europe, for MEA, for Africa. We are trying to be business partners and grow with you side by side. So in this case, like Miss Tao said, she likes a little bit of Fit Jeff, and this is our purpose, to have a community, to have all the neighborhood be surrounded with not just Mr. Jeff, also with the secondary or the other line of businesses, and with this create an environment, omni-channel, having all the services we have in the same region. It will be important to increase to everyone's sales, but also to the end user, giving a more complete package for them to subscribe and start taking the other business. So, Miss Tao, why Fit Jeff? And tell me a little bit why you said you like Fit Jeff, and do you see buying in the future any other franchise with us?
Yeah, I'm like yoga. I like yoga, and I'm feel interesting with the model of the jet. And for this my business, I just opened it 2 months, and I think a long journey will be waiting for me in the future. And if I can't break even that in the port, I will consider. I think that.
Okay, you and me will have a further discussion. Don't worry about it. Mr. Dante, do you are considering yourself? I know you have more than one hub. I know you're ready by more than one hub, but what is your expectations in the future, sir?
Well, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. I'm going to open my second hub next month,
Okay.
and my third hub in Q4 this year.
You already have it, right? You already bought the tree.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting us, sir. Mr. Farri, how do you see the future line?
Okay. For me, as far as I could see in the future, Jeff will become one of the best laundry app best in Indonesia. So if I'm thinking launching more hubs, yeah, I will, of course.
Perfect.
But for me, we have to step by step.
Yeah, of
first.
course, we need to keep growing month by month.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. I think for all the viewers, we are going to have the best moment. I know Mr. Farri and Miss Tao, it's in their hubs. I think you're Miss Dante. You're in your office, right? You are not in the hub.
I'm in my hub.
You're also in the hub. So perfect. We'll have the three of you having a tour for us. Lena, can we move to the next slide? And this is the right moment with the biggest moment for me. Of course, also the questions, because now we have some questions prepared for the participants, but we also are going to give you the voice to the participants to ask their direct questions, and we can have an interaction. So I want to see. I see first in my screen, Mr. Farri. It's okay for you to start the tour, Mr. Farri?
Oh, okay.
What I want to say just to the viewers before we start, it's if you want to see, we are going to stop the presentation a little bit. And if you want to see in a bigger size, Mr. Farri, please pin his window, and you can see much bigger the image of the screen.
Okay, I'll start from front. Okay, everyone. So, oh, sorry. This is my. Okay.
I think we're having connection problems. Let's
Okay,
now we're back on.
Okay. So here is. Okay, this receptional room. So there are TV in here. So for customer. Okay. Okay, and this Here
I
we
want
are
to add,
in.
I want to add, just Mr. Farri have like a filter. That's why we see a red picture. But don't worry, don't worry. We can see the hub.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, here is a operational room. Say hi, everyone. Okay, and here is our machine, and here's our sink table. So this is for ironing. Okay.
Okay.
So looks okay. So this is our first in, first out, yeah, table. So we put so we know where we can order for the first in and first out.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it. We have a second floor, but it's already closed.
Okay, don't worry. It's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you, Mr. Farri. I now I'm going to enjoy us to join Miss Tao for sharing us the hub. I also would like to remember, like if you unpin now Mr. Farri and pin Miss Tao, you will see in a bigger size the screen.
Hi. My hobby is so small, so slight. Very happy to introduce with all of you. Okay, this is my outside in front of my hub. Okay. Because so sorry because outside is very noisy. So
Yeah,
please.
don't worry, don't worry. Always the motorcycles in what you mean.
Yeah. Because it's traffic signal. This is my area
Reception.
to waiting for girls. And this is my reception, my reception area. Uh, I'm running promotion tech idea, so that's the reason this is my sample. Can you see? I received so many order for cleaning blanket. This is operation area. It's the table. See? Yeah, this is a new order. TV beer. And yeah, bright. Tom, hello, this is my staff. Good staff. I run as a press. See?
Okay.
Yeah. That's all because it's so nice, so stretchy, so small.
No, very nice, very nice. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Well, now I will unpin Miss Tao and I will pin Mr. Dante chat for us to see in a bigger size his store.
I think Dante has to unmute the microphone.
I will.
There.
Yeah.
Can you
I
hear
will.
me?
Yeah, sir. Can we hear it?
Okay, we are located in the second floor, so you can see there. And our hub is empty because it's already 7 p.m. So this is how it looks like
Perfect.
there. So we have a 25 square meter reception area. And here, you can see we have contactless alcohol sprayer dispenser for customers who are coming in. And here, since I have aircon in my reception area, I put a divider here. So it can retain the coolness in the reception area. So here I have my machines.
Oh,
So I have 7.
okay, big number.
Here are the laundry we are going to work on tomorrow. So there, I ordered over 1,000 pieces of hangers last week because I'm focused on doing a lot of ironing. And during my opening, when Eloy came over, he whispered to me one of the biggest secrets of successful hubs. He said, you should focus on ironing. So now we're focused on ironing. Now, basically, this whole hub is 92 square meters.
Okay.
And this is our shelves. As you can see, we have a lot of comfort for delivery tomorrow. And this is my office, a small office, so I can see the whole production area there.
Okay, thank you
This
thank you
is
so much.
yeah, this is where the wash basin is, and I also added a spin dryer there for clothes that are hand washed. So this is my hub, my humble hub.
Perfect. No,
Thank
no,
you.
no, it's very good. Thank you, the three of you, for sharing and showing the people how the hubs can look. Of course, each hub adapts to the local you find. So it's always going to be approved by the partner success. And with this, you can consider one store of the other. So for all of you who are interested, you can have a visit if you live in the country of any of these three hubs. We will send the information. You can have the address, the operative hours, and the phone numbers. Please, if you can join them, visit them, or ask a order for you receive the service. Now, please remember, you can give us your questions and we will try to answer all of them in the Q&A. We are about to start. I will just take a couple of minutes for you to keep asking. Now we have a few questions to answer. So what we're going to do is to give you the voice for speak. So in this part, what we're going to do is reading the questions and give you if you want to ask directly, raise your hand. Raise your hand as a digital hand here in the Zoom, and with this we can give you the mic. Okay, let me. I have the first one. Jean from the Philippines. It's interesting to hear for Singapore and for the Philippines. No, let me read it. I think I don't read it. I don't find it. Okay, I have. Hi, my name is Saifuddin from Bogor, Indonesia, near Jakarta. I have a question. Actually, what or who the market segment of Jeff services? I don't get the question. And when my capital or money is not enough for the business, what I can do? I see you have a good prospect here. Well, in this case, I will answer this part. I recommend you to speak directly for one of our advisors if the money is not enough, because in this part, we are having opportunities to launch different kind of businesses, different kind of services that change or vary the price. So for this part, we are thinking like you can have a special and individual advisor throwing and solving all your questions, and with this you will have a specific budgeting for your investment. So if anyone wants to raise their hand, please, for having the mic. I have Kim De Leon. Kim De Leon, if you want to raise your hand, Kim, maybe we can give you the mic.
Yes, hi. I'd like to ask the owners, what was the biggest investment that they gambled on and was worth it, like that it paid off in the end, if they can share?
Who wants to answer this one? Mr. Dante, maybe you can start.
Okay. Again, earlier I did mention that when Mr. Jeff came over to the Philippines, they presented their business model, and they recommended, certain types of machines and vehicles. So I trusting my own judgment, I bought Speed Queen washers and dryers, and I also bought two four-wheeler vehicles. And in the whole investment, this is where a big chunk of my money went. So I would say that because of the machines that I chose and because of the vehicles that I'm currently using, it's paying off. And only for this month of June, our sales are 65% better than May. And I don't think we would be able to have achieved this if I chose, a motorcycle, or maybe if I invested on less machines.
Thank you, Ms.
Um,
Yeah,
May I
Ms.
ask a follow-up question?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
Dante mentioned that he was told to focus on ironing. So does that mean if we want to focus on having that service of ironing, then we should really invest in a four-wheeler van or something? Just like not a motorcycle is enough. I
Right.
guess that's my question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're correct. Basically, during our first few months, admittedly, we did not focus on ironing. It was only until when we reopened in May when I saw a surge of ironing jobs. So I invested on two good industrial irons, and I'm glad also to have invested on a four-wheeler vehicle, because if I'm using a motorcycle, I won't be able to deliver my iron clothes to the customers.
In this part,
Thank you, sir.
just to complement, we have developed an specifics for each market. So when we can try to adapt to the local part, for example, in Vietnam, we understand also the use of the motorcycle could be no ideal, but at the beginning, we have developed a special box for different kind of vehicles. We have several different models depending on the market. So each case you can see with your business partner, what is your best option. So now, thank you, Mr. Dante, and thank you, Mr. Kim, for asking that question. Now I have a question from John Gardner of Vietnam. If you could raise your hand, Emily from our team will respond that question. Mr. John, are you still here? Okay, well, the question was, what is the initial capital required, and how much is the annual franchise fee, and how we calculate it? I will speak in US dollars because it's not here to clarify, because not all the people are from Vietnam, and Vietnam dong, it's some tricky to calculate sometimes. We are targeting $12,000 for the franchise fee and 400 US dollars in franchise fee plus taxes. So with this, it's going to depend on the country. So again, if you have a specific question, we can have the specific data in your local currency, and also with a special advisor telling you the prices, or if we have or not any promotion. So I have Almondia I put here asking. It's a question from Indonesia. I think Fritz can try to handle it. I don't know if you're still there. You can raise your hand, Miss Almondia I put. Sorry for butchering the names. I'm so sorry for butchering the names. Fritz, can you take this question? I don't know if the person is still here. I see it in the chat.
Yeah, he raised his hand.
Okay, now you can speak. Yeah, now you can speak, please.
Okay. You can see. You can hear my voice.
Yeah. Clear, very clear.
I'm a little bit interested with this opportunity business. But my question is, how much for investment in Jeff business, and what's the currency, the money for investment in Jeff, especially in Indonesia, in rupiah or dollar? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fritz.
Yeah, well, thank you, Ms. Mondi, for your question and for being here with us. We have both actually, so you can easily choose between Indonesian rupiah, which is 415 million rupiah for the whole initial investment in the beginning. So that includes the joining fee, and also includes the initial investment where you have to invest for your assets, for your machines, the installations in your store, the decorations, what you have already seen when 3 of our partners show in their hubs, or it's around 28K or 29K US dollar. Okay, so you can get the details about it by contacting to the advisors who invited you to this Zoom meeting, and we will be very happy to also teach you and also to share some informations about how we manage, how the Jeff management later on will go, how the operation will go, the workflow, the simulation of the system that we are using, the numbers that we are creating, and what they have been already applying themselves in their day-to-day business operationals. It's a very detailed. So, and we, of course, we can discuss it in Bahasa too, according to your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fritz. Thank you for the question, Almondia. I have the next question. I think I would love to both Emily and Ms. Tao answer it, because the question, if you can raise your hand, back strong, please. You can ask that, and I think we can give the Jeff answer, but also the experience directly for Miss Tao.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm back from Vietnam, and here is my question. Because at this time, I figure out that cheap laundry service is very popular in Vietnam, especially in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, and the cost is quite cheap. Quite cheap, around 50% of Mr. Jeff service. So how can Vietnamese franchisees compete with them?
Emily, can you start, and then we compare it with the direct experience of Ms. Tao?
Yes. Hi, Mr. Bay. Thank you for your training and thank you for your questions. Well, as you know, in Vietnam, yes, or in the world, every house has washing machine. But why they want to use a service of Mr. Chef? That's also a very good question to know about our target consumer. As you know that the consumer behavior has been changed, and they are smart consumer now. So what does it mean? Mean they prefer the easiest way to use the service so that they can save their time, save free time for other purposes, like for example, for family, for business, or for relax. So they are prefer online services with home delivery, and especially that we are living an era of 4.0 industry era. So it's a digital era, and the consumer would like to use the services via app, like Chef app, which will bring them the most convenience for their daily uses. And with Chef, we provide them the convenience via app, also the tech-based business model, that which is in the long term, this is a very competitive advantage for the business concept. And of course, we also focus on the quality of the service to provide to our consumer. Particularly that we use good products like detergent, stain remover. We use eco-friendly products, which we will provide the best quality service to our consumer. Like Ms. Tao, she has been offering to her consumer, and she has a very good rating at 5/5. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. I would love to hear Ms. Tao. Like, what are your kind of clients? Which people comes to your store? If you have as a specific market, or it's a broad spectrum of people?
Yeah, thank you for your questions. This is a smart question, I think. In the first day to run this business, I still wonder that question. Yeah, I think after that I answer these questions because I think you should define your market segmentary, your target customer to choose. In Vietnam, cheap laundry is very popular and is for students, for labor, and I think Mr. Chefs come to Vietnam, we will choose customer from middle salary, such as a officer or young people who have a good mind about to enjoy their life, and I think I think in first day to run this business, so very difficult to approach the customer to use your laundry service. But you can choose other service different with other laundry shop to approach the customer. Try to get them to come with you to get experience because of your service. After that, you will improve this, make them certified, more certified, and after that suggest them the washing. question serving. That's the way I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Okay, I have a question. Maybe Mr. Farri can answer us because I don't see the name. The question is, hello. My question is, how much time do you spend in the business at daily basis? If maybe to compare, I think will be great to ask the three of you, like how much time do you spend directly in the business? Mr. Dante, if you feel comfortable to solving the question.
Sorry, Julio, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, of course. The question is, how much time do you spend in the business at daily basis?
How much time? Okay. I work remotely. Since the Jeff Suite is available, I can access it at home. And there's the Jeff Driver app, which I can view anywhere. But I'm very much hands-on. I don't come to the hub every day. Maybe I visit the hub like 3 times a week. No, but from the time that I wake up, I check the orders or the task in the Jeff Suite and or Driver app. So basically, until the time that I about to go to sleep, I just check the Jeff Suite. So basically, I don't have to be physically present in the hub, but I can manage the operations remotely. And few months after I opened, I spent 1.5 months abroad, and I was able to manage the operations of my hub. So it's very convenient, as a hub owner.
Okay, perfect. Ms. Tao, how much time do you spend during the day in a normal basis?
In first month, I visit my hub every day after my work time in first month, and now the second month, I just visit Saturday and Sunday, and I can check the check source online to know today how many order I have, and I can check camera data to know what is my staff doing. Yeah, and I have a Zalo of hotline. I can check the test, the message to customer every day I want. On my time, I check. I'm not at my hub.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Mr. Farri? How much time do you spend in the shop?
Okay. Well, for me, it's since I just opened hoops from 2 months, so I came here every day for check all stuff and check quality. I'll do it every day.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. So we have three different responses. I think like every other business, at the beginning is when you spend the most of your time in the business to check it out. Once you start developing and your staff and they are mature enough, well, of course, maybe you can go as Mr. Dante or Ms. Tao that start separate a little bit of the business. So it's going to depend. Really, what we want is, of course, for you to be in the hub and checking the hub. But as Mr. Dante said, we have tools for remote working and for checking up. So it's going to depend how far is or not from your home or your work. But we give this flexibility. I have the next question. Thank you for the question, Ms. Brock, Mr. Brock, and now I have Mr. Saben Barsoumian. I think is connected. So if you can raise your hand, we will give you the mic. Mr. Saban, are you be able to speak? I think it's just unmute yourself, sir. Well, I think maybe we have an issue, but we can ask her for you, and later if you can keep asking. So you ask how much the shop place is important, must be in shopping areas, or must really rely on the online customers. I think Mr. Pico can give us his view about which areas you can choose, and then we can cross that information with any of the panelists here. Mr. Federico.
Yeah, Julio, thank you. So in general, I mean, not only talking about the Philippines, of course, it's a service sector, it's a service business. So at the end of the day, having a strategic location is a vital decision that we have to make, and it's not an overnight business that the next day it's not working in one area, you have to transfer it the next week. So it's not going to be like that. So, but at the end of the day, having a strategic location where it's equally divided, that of course there are residential areas, condominiums, and at the same time some commercial areas to promote the business, that would be the best location, because at the end of the day, it's those people that are washing their clothes, they live near the area. You cannot wash the clothes at the other side of the city. It should be within your residential place. And the thing with commercial or shopping areas, you might be able to promote the brand very well, but chances of you getting a customer even online will be very low. So for me, I'd rather put my shop in a residential space where I have captured clients there, whether it's offline or online. At least I'm earning, rather than putting it in the center of everything, but it's a commercial center or a shopping area that no one lives there.
Thank
So
you.
basically, of course, it's important.
Thank you, Mr. Federico. Any of our panelists wants to share your vision? Like you put it in a commercial center near the residential area. What was your choice for selecting the location? Mr. Farri, maybe can you tell us which part of the city you put it? I think Mr. Dante also want to comment to us.
Yeah. My Alabang Hills hub is located in a residential area. We have gated communities here, and we also have a lot of condominiums very near the hub. So I get both of, I get the customers from the condominiums and the plush subdivisions near my hub. But in the zone that I also got from Mr. Jeff, which is in BGC, it's commercial and residential. There are several residential condominiums and commercial buildings also. But the hub is located in a in the lower ground floor of a residential condominium beside a commercial. It's beside a mall basically. So I guess to support what Federico mentioned a while ago, it would be better to have captured market. You don't really have to have 100 customers. You know, if you have 50 or 40 customers that order regularly, you can see that it will generate enough sales for you to make money. So I think having a captured market is a safer choice. And again, like what Federico mentioned, it's location, location, and location.
Perfect. Thank you. Mr. Farri, Ms. Tao, any comment you want to share with us? I think you're mute, Mr. Farri. No.
Okay, for me, my hub is, well, it's near a residential area, and my front hub is apartment. We have two building apartment, and I'm near, my hub's near mall. It's called Bintaro Plaza. So it's, I think we can get customer from apartments, resident. So yeah, we don't have to searching for many customer, but we have to keep the service quality, and so customer make the repeat order. So yeah.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Well, I have a next question. I think I could try to answer it. Mr. Benjamin Gatemi, are you here? If you could raise your hand, I can try to answer it. You just have to unmute yourself, sir, and we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you, sir. Which part of the world are you?
In Kenya.
In Kenya, perfect. Tell me, sir, what is your question?
My question was, is the franchise fee payable in installments?
The franchise fee can be in installments? Not for the moment, sir. We had a couple of months ago an opportunity to have in installments, but in Kenya in particular, what I can do is put, if you can write us the email, the manager of the country can be in contact with you and see if we can have any kind of installment plan for Kenya, because for now, no, we don't have. We currently have a discount if you pay in just one single payment, but we don't have any installment payment for now.
Okay. The other question is, what are the other minimum conditions required for one to partner with Jeff?
Minimal conditions for what, sir?
For partnering, are you expected to do some specific branding, to have specific equipment?
Yeah, we have the requirements. I think the best answer I can give to you, it's, for example, in a general lines, it's 40 square meter at least. We are going to send, for example, you saw the three pictures of the three stores in different countries have the same structure in general. Of course, the requirements depends on the location and the rent space you have. But for this, you can receive all the brochure with all the information we have. So if you can write me here the email, your email, I can send the information directly for you. Is that okay for you, sir?
Okay, so do I write my email here?
Sorry?
Do I just give you the email here?
Yeah, please. And with that, I can share the specific information for Kenya.
Okay, I'm just sending you right away.
Perfect, sir. Next, thank you for your participation. I have the next question. It's for Mr. Roman. Can you share some news about the shop in Thailand performance? Sadly, Mr. Roman, I don't have the information right now, and also we don't share the specifics of each of the shops. Thailand opened his first store on January this year. So after was the COVID, and sadly, I don't have the current information in my hand. But well, if you want to also share your email here, the manager of the country can be in contact with you. Okay, I have Alois Hilgert. If you can raise your hand, we can give you the mic. Alois Hilgert, you just have to unmute yourself and give us the question and for who.
Yes, wow.
Mr. Hilgert?
Yes, hello everybody.
Hello, welcome.
Can you hear me?
Well, very good, sir.
There were some questions I had, so it was, if I am not mistaken, my question was already answered. It was about about opening more than one hoop in the future.
Okay. Which part of the world are you, sir?
In Prague, Czech Republic.
In Czech Republic. Okay, perfect. I think I have here it's Paulo here in the meeting? Because I think I have the head of Europe. He can be in touch directly with you or solving the question. Let me check.
Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy to hear that some of the partners of Mr. Jeff are planning to open more hoops. I saw that they are asking not only for the laundry, because I see that in the laundry they plan to open more hoops, and also in the chat I saw that there are some interested in the other models, like for beauty. That's nice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I will take your email and I will ask for a representative of Czech Republic to be in contact with you today. Is that okay for you, sir?
Yes. Thank you, Julio.
Thank you, Mr. Alois. Well, let's see if we have any other question. Okay, let's see. I have one for Mr. Farid. So, for example, Mr. Farid, the question is, he's also in Jakarta. How you promote your business in your near to your store? You're mute, Mr. Farid.
Okay.
Now.
Hello.
Hi. The question is,
Yeah.
how you promote in Jakarta your shop?
Okay, I promote from social media. I'm using Instagram, and I promote my first hub's opening, and I asked to all my friends, my partners to upload to, so they know I have to open Mr. Jeff Laundry. So, and every day I'm using Instagram, WhatsApp for marketing. So yeah, basically, and then people ask me where the job hubs. Okay, and then yeah, basically I have a schedule for social media. It's like Monday is laundry bag day, Tuesday is shoes day, and I give promotion until 2 months. So okay, I think it's very make them interested. So what is Mr. Jeff? What is Mr. Jeff? So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I have a question for I would like to ask Mr. Dante. Now I saw he's right next to the production area. They ask how much you charge for a kilogram of clothes. Or I think instead of asking you for the prices in the Philippines, I want to ask you, Mr. Dante, do you weight your clothes or how you manage each bag of clothes?
Okay. I don't really weigh the clothes, but when we sell, we always emphasize that we sell bags. So we describe that like the large bag can accommodate 8 to 10 kilos. So it actually can accommodate 8 to 10, even maybe until 10.5 kilos. But we do not sell by the kilo. But there are a few customers who ask, like for instance, in the nearby laundromat, they charge like 30 pesos per kilo. Now, if I offer to you our one-off large bag, which costs about 420 pesos, that comes out to 42 pesos, right? So what I do, like this morning, I had the exact conversation with a customer who said that um, she has frequents the laundromat in her condominium, and she pays 30 pesos per kilo. And then I said, why don't I just offer you a subscription? You add a little more, 35 pesos per kilo, and I can pick up and deliver for free. And that is actually the subscription order. It's 1,400 pesos per month. So divided by 4 weeks, that's about 350 pesos per bag. So the 5 peso difference does not really matter anymore, especially if you have this pickup and delivery service.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you for the explanation. Yes, because we don't wait, so we use the service. But as Mr. Dante said, you need to compare with the others. So time to time, you need to speak about kilograms, but we don't charge for kilo. I have just one comment for South Africa for Miss Nolala Mafikela. If we can have the contact of the advisor of South Africa, yes, we can send you the contact of Mr. Harret. He speaks Zulu, he speaks English and Afrikaans, so you can have the communication directly with him. He's right there from South Africa, so without any problem. If you can leave us your email, we can share the information with the advisor, Mr. Herret. I have the next question for JC Longhey. JC, I think you're here. We are going to give you the mic. If you can ask your question, please. JC, you just have to unmute yourself and that's it. JC, are you here? Well, if we have any problem, I can read your question. Do you provide assistance in locating site where you can put up the hub? Yes, we provide. First of all, we have areas, and you have to put it inside your area. And the second of all, we need to approve that location. So for this, I want to please. Miss Tao, if you can share to us how was the helping or the advising or what we do in the process to define your location. I don't know, Miss Tao, if you can comment your experience here.
For my hub, for me, I think every location has other advantage. Different advantage, I think so, because my hub is in a low-cost global area, and in my street there are many cheap laundry shop, and I put my shop in this street, and first hub is very luxury than other much more luxury than other cheap laundry. So I'm very difficult to get my target customer. After that, but after I do local marketing, a banner, standee, a poster to hand to hand the customer around my area, and I received so many dry cleaning, cleaning soap, taking soap. After that, I suggest other service to them. And I think and the reasons I choose these locations because it's near my house, near my office. It's easy for me to manage the shop. First time, first reason. The second reasons because I know this area.
Yeah,
I
of
know,
course.
I understand this area, and I think when I know it, I will do best thing in the area. This area, I think so.
Thank you, Ms. Tao. Well, I think we reached the moment when I want to thank you all. First of all, thank you for all the viewers for your amazing questions. Thank you especially for the three panelists. I want to thank Ms. Tao, Mr. Farid, and Mr. Dante for your time, for all the answers, the answers you give to the viewers, but also sharing your hub, sharing your time with us. And I think as I'm seeing with Mr. Dante, you have the t-shirt in the place. So you are working side by side with us, and it's a pleasure to have you here. So anyone who we maybe don't answer the question or you have more questions after this webinar, please write to us. We have franchises at mrjeffapp.com or franchise.wearejeff.com to visit. We can immediately write to you and respond every question you have with an advisor of the country. So it's going to be in your local language, doesn't need to be in English, don't worry for that. For example, the three of the participants here speaks Bahasa, Vietnamese, or Tagalog, and we have the advisors for those countries, and they can speak in the local language. It's always more comfortable. So we have it. If you are in Czech Republic, in South Africa, in every part of the world, you speak different language. Even, for example, if you are in Morocco and you want to have the conversation in French or in Arabic, in Egypt, we have the local team to help you and making your dream of become a franchisee, make it a reality. So thank you to the three of us. I just want to open your mic for last time and say goodbye to the people who are watching us. Miss Tao, any final message?
Bye.
Mr. Farri? Anything else to add?
Okay, so I'm waiting for you to join to Jeff. So goodbye, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Dante, please, sir. Yeah. You're mute, sir. Okay, we have a technical issue, but well, thank you all, Miss Emily, Mr. Federico, Mr. Fritz. Thank you for being here, for helping us. Anything you need, please contact us. We are going to gladly respond to your inquiries, and it's a pleasure for hosting this first roundtable with our franchisees. I hope we have more on the way. And anything you need, please let us know. Goodbye. Have a great afternoon, night, or morning.